thanks for agreeing to talk with me today about vaccination. I understand that you were hesitant when vaccination was first announced. Could you talk to me a little bit about what your concerns were?
Well, thank you for having me at this time. And well, my concern basically was around all of the conspiracy theories and informations that were being passed out about the vaccine and the fact that it wasn't real. And so my initial hesitation was to see how this would go for those who would take it
Hmm.
before I can, attempt to take it in the first place.
Yeah. So where were you seeing these theories?
Well, multiple, with all of these um, news social media platforms, WhatsApp and IM, and everybody sending you messages, your inboxes and Instagrams and all. Some of those things are unsolicited, but they come to your phones or your mailboxes, and then you attempt to see what they are, and you see this information, you hear this stuff. So there are a whole lot of theories, but again, I didn't just base my judgment on the theories and the conspiracies because there have been conspiracies around basically everything. And so
Mhm.
if we're to mind the conspiracy, we probably would not drink water, we wouldn't drink juice, we wouldn't eat bread and everything. So I kind of matched what I was hearing in these conspiracy theories with what the science was saying and all like that. Yes.
Yeah. So I understand that you have been vaccinated since then. So what helped you? What changed your mind? What changed for you?
Okay, so there were two things. One, like I said, I was weighing this conspiracy against the facts and the medicine and science,
Hmm.
and I knew that I would eventually take the vaccine,
Hmm.
but I wanted to see how the first batch would go around, particularly with folks who were around me. So,
Yeah.
so that was one. But the main reason is during our vaccination clinic, I was directly involved with directing people where to go.
Hmm.
And I was doing it in a fun way. Just follow the smile and keep moving, take a roll to the back, and everybody's smiling and giving. And then I'm judging myself. I am directing people to do something that I'm not prepared to do today. And
Hmm.
for me, who've always seen myself as leading by example, I
Hmm.
thought it was necessary that I took it because I don't know who might have asked me from
Hmm.
that group, have you taken the
Yeah.
vaccine? And I said, no, I haven't. Oh, and you were sending me? So, it made just a lot of sense for me to take it. Yeah,
That's such an important part of leadership.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I want to go back to something you said a few minutes ago, where you were sorting the theories against the facts. Where did you find the facts? What for you were the facts?
Well, the facts were first listening to the professionals,
Hmm.
the health experts, and people who have spent all their lives, studying and working in this field,
Hmm.
uh, preparing and developing these preventive medication and vaccination over the years. I have been beneficiary of some of those vaccinations. I, I've taken several of them: polio, chickenpox, smallpox, measles, tetanus, um, tuberculosis, and I took some of those vaccinations even when there were no indications of the effect around me.
Yeah.
And here am I at a time when I can see the effect of this pandemic around me. So it made perfect sense to pay more attention to what the experts were saying what the professionals were saying, than to listen to many of those who were perpetrating the conspiracy had
Hmm.
no credentials for which I needed to pay attention to.
I see. I see. They hadn't spent their lives studying and working on this the way those other folks had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really the depth of the pandemic itself that really was driving you to lead on this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I'm saying if I took this vaccine and I got hit with the pandemic, there is one thing that is definitely certain. The effect of that pandemic will not be as devastating to me
Hmm.
as it would be without the vaccine. There will be something countering the
Yeah,
the COVID itself. And so
exactly.
I said I will do that, have that preventative within me, and it can protect me. And I just encourage those who having to, to do so for themselves, for their families and the people around them.
What would be your final words to anyone who's hesitating about taking the vaccine right now?
My final word would be think about yourself first. Think about your safety first. Think about your family and those in your immediate environment first. And then think about those with whom you interact on a daily basis and what not taking this vaccine could mean for them in the event that you got sick. But I want to encourage all of those who having to take the shot and make sure that you protect yourself.
Well, thank you, Isaac. I really appreciate you talking with me about this.
You are so very welcome. It was an honor to be a part of sharing this testimony.
Thank you. And thanks for getting vaccinated.
You're welcome.